variable is like a container. That means you are going to store something within the that particular location or memory position. So suppose this is your container and you're giving that a name A. So what is the meaning of that? Whenever you will write down int A, so that means you are actually giving the name of that particular variable or location or container to A, so that whenever you will access that particular variable, you will write down or you will consider A as the location name. For example, your home address, your any particular shop address, these addresses are actually pointing to something. That is, something is within that particular location and on that particular location or memory position. Same is happening here. Whenever you will declare any variable, occupies a memory, and this memory location is normally given some address, suppose 0x90. Why this is? Because this is a hexadecimal representation. Now let me explain what is the purpose of that address. So whenever you are storing some value, whenever you are accessing that particular memory location, every time that address will be accessed or that address will be pointed. Now if int A is declared, so how to access the address of 0x90? Ampersand A. So this is a symbol you normally get or you normally use for AND, that is ampersand. And that ampersand, this ampersand is called used for showing or displaying the address of that particular variable. Now what if you want to store the value of A within another variable? So you should write down in this way B equals to A. That means B is a normal variable, it can store the value of another variable. But what if you want to store the address of A or address of B? So in that case, the variable should have some extra privilege. This privilege is called pointer. The symbol star in front of any variable means this variable will be treated as pointer variable. So that means what? That means P is going to have the privilege of storing the address. But if you write down B equals to ampersand A, it will not allow you to do that, because B is not a pointer variable. B is a normal variable. But P is a pointer variable, so that you are allowed to store the address of any variable. But you have to keep in mind that if you're declaring any variable as integer, so that means integer star P will allow you to store the integer variable address. Coming to the next part, that is, what do you mean by what is the requirement of pointer variable? Now coming to the reference or call by reference or whatever I was trying to explain, and I am trying to explain, or I am trying to dive into. So the next part, now the next part is, suppose you are asked to do something new. That means call by reference. How that call by reference can be done? Let me explain that part. Suppose you have declared int star P and another variable int A. So what will happen if I write down something different? Suppose I am writing down P equals to, suppose ampersand A, I am writing this one, and A is equals to 10. So what will happen? Let me show you. So this star P is residing somewhere else and that A is residing somewhere else. So as I have passed ampersand A to P, so now what will happen? P will have the access of that A variable which is not within the scope. Now what will happen? Suppose A is a location where you are having 10 and address is suppose 0x90. Now if I come over here, P is also a variable, so that it will also occupy some location or some memory. That is suppose 0x10 for example. But here in A the value is 10, but for P the value will be 0x90. Whatever I have just said, if you are having the address of a particular variable, or particular person, you can easily access that person. So how to access that one? Star P means what? Star P means the value stored at the address position pointed by P. Try to understand that part. Star P means what? Value stored at the address pointed by P. So what will be the value of star P? 10. The value of P is 0x90. So P is equals to 0x90. But star P means star of ampersand A. That means star of 0x90. That means equals to 10. The value at that particular location or position. Now suppose I am given a very simple code that is you have used that one for several times. Swap. So let's do something. So here we are also having A that is having 10, B that is having 20. Now let's do the job. So first line, temp is equals to A. So that means what? It will contain 10. A equals to B. So that means what? The value of B will be copied into A. That means 10 will be overwritten with 20. B equals to 10. So that means it will copy 10 again. So that means what? That means in swap function, it's already swapped. A is having 20, B is having 10. Now, is there any effect in main? Is there any effect in main? This is call by value. You have copied the value within a variable, maybe having same name. Okay, but that it doesn't mean that they both are same, because I have already said scope of a variable. What do you mean by scope of a variable? Scope of a variable means the variable will be visible within the curly bracket of that particular function or block. This A and B is only visible within that curly bracket or block. So what about this A and B? Will they change their value? The answer is no, they will not change their value. Why? Because you have just called the function swap with the value, and that value is copied into another location, and that location got changed or swapped. That particular location got swapped, but there is no effect on that particular location which is originally A and B called from main. Call by value means if you are just passing this as parameter, what will happen? The value of the A, that means 10, or value of the B, or that means 20, will be copied into the arguments or parameters you are calling from the with the name of the function. Swap, that A will be copied into this A, and that B will be copied into this B. It doesn't mean that original A and B of main is accessed over here. No, this A and B will not be accessed from this A and B. This A will contain only the copy of the A, and this B will only contain the copy of the B. So that means whatever the change is happening over here, it's only on the copy of A and B, not on the original. Coming to the call by reference part. So this void main is not every time legal, because in every other compiler they will ask you for integer type. So better not to use void. Why I am using? Because in C programming, everybody normally write down void type of function. That's why I am right. But I will suggest not to write in this way. Try to write it down in. Now just have a look here. Temp is another variable. Now as I have already said, what is the meaning of star P? Star P means value at the address position stored in P. So 0x30 is the address position. What is the value at the address position P, or address position of the value stored in the P? 10. So it will store 10. Now star P equals to star Q. So value of the address position stored by P, that means this 10, will be assigned with the value at the address position which is pointed by Q. That means 20 will be written over here. And the next line, star Q is equals to 10. So that means Q is pointing to 0x70 and the value of temp will be stored into. So now just have a look. The actual A and B, the value of actual A and B is exchanged or has been exchanged. So if you print now, you will get 20 and 10. Whereas in the last case, there will be no change. So this concept is called call by reference. Using P, you can indirectly or other with the reference, you can access that A, the original A. You are actually pointing to the original location. Suppose here we are dealing with two values. So that's why there is no way of returning two values at the same time other than array, pointer and something like that. But if we work with single value, if I'm changing the value of that particular variable in a function, so if I am using reference, so there is no need to return the new value or updated value. Automatically, the updated value will be available in main function or main part. But if I'm using call by value, in that case, I have to write down one return statement. Is it clear to everybody or anyone else or anything else? If you are having any other question, you can go ahead.
স্যার একটা কোয়েশ্চেন ছিল, বলছি আমরা কি মাল্টিপল রিটার্নস করতে পারি, মানে অনেকগুলো রিটার্ন বারবার
At a
রিটার্ন
time,
লিখতে পারি?
না রিটার্ন মানে পরপর তুমি রিটার্ন লিখতে পারো যে সরি সাপোজ ফর এক্সাম্পল ওয়ান মিনিট statement 1 return, statement 2 return. This is not possible. Statement 3 return. Only one return will be available. In that case, it will give you an error, unreachable code. Unreachable code. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
So there is no way of returning more than one value, but you can return by array, by using pointer. That is allowed. Okay. Anything else?
Okay, sir.
So is there anyone having any doubt, any other question? Any question you want to ask? Okay. Now, all these are program you have to run in your machine. I have already you will be having the video, and from that video you'll be able to see whatever the code I have written, and you have to try all these code by yourself, by writing the prototype of the variable, by writing the call of the variable, by writing the body of the everything, sorry, the call of the function, body of the function, everything you have to write down clearly, and you have to make the program. You have to completely create the program.